different location. I am traveling and I snuck away and found a quiet place because the house that I'm in is full of people and I needed somewhere quiet to pull away and to meditate and to journal and to pray this morning. So I want to share something with you that's like fresh out of my spirit. And I had a dream last night and it wasn't a normal dream. I actually had 3 dreams yesterday, within the last 24 hours that were completely out of the ordinary for me. And I am becoming used to new things happening and experiencing life in new ways. I'm becoming used to new revelation and new insight and just seeing life differently, right? And I believe there are many of you who are going through this transformation where suddenly things that you used to see a certain way, you don't see them that way anymore. And you may view it as negative because it can show up as things that you used to enjoy, you don't enjoy anymore. People who you used to like being around, you don't like being around them anymore. And you're wondering, like, what is happening to me? Why am I feeling this way? And it's the first thing that has to transform when your life is going to change is that you are no longer going to be happy and you are no longer going to be settled and feeling good in situations that no longer serve the purpose that God has for you. And I often say that the hardest woman to walk away from is the version of you who does not serve your future. So when you find yourself suddenly becoming uncomfortable with situations and people and circumstances, even food, even the habits that you would have, all of a sudden you don't want to do those things anymore. You want to change your wardrobe. You want to change your hair. You want to change certain things about yourself. Ask yourself why. Stop for a minute and ask yourself why. Don't lean into the agitation and the frustration of it. I'm not saying deny that, because one of the key elements to the A-list assignment that I teach women is to act authentically. And acting authentically doesn't just mean being who you truly are and all the cliche things that we like to say. Acting authentically also means listening to yourself and listening to your feelings, listening to your circumstances, looking at what is actually happening in your life and gleaning the knowledge and the wisdom from that you need in order to go into the next part of your life, into your next phase. This is a transformative time for so many women. And one of the things that I was just writing in my journal is that we have to embrace this time of transformation. This is a powerful time, but it's also a very delicate time. Think about a butterfly. When a butterfly first comes out of the cocoon, that is a powerful thing. That caterpillar, what used to be a caterpillar, is now a butterfly, right? But when that butterfly first comes out of that cocoon, that is not the time to fly, right? That butterfly has to sit for a while, and all the juices, I don't think insects have blood, but all the juices within their system have to be pumped through their system, have to be pumped through their new system, right? Their newly created body. Their wings have to be expanded in such a way so that the butterfly now can get used to flapping them, can get used to how that feels. And I want to encourage you to not be in such a rush to show off your transformation, right? Don't be in such a rush to show off your new wings, especially if you are newly in transformation or you are about to enter that cocoon period. That is a powerful transformation time as well, Because if you never get to enter, you never get to transform. And I think that's where so many women are fighting, because they want to enter that period of cocooning. They want to enter that place where they will be transformed. This is why I encourage you to have those 3 daily appointments, because those 3 daily appointments, one with God, one with yourself, and then your appointments with others, those are the appointed times when you transform. Those are the times when you cocoon. Yes, even when you are interacting with other people, those are the times when you cocoon. There are transformative moments and transformative conversations that happen with other people. But if you haven't taken the time to spend time with God, for divine downloads, for prayer, for things that are going to build you up on the inside, the inner woman, if you are not spending time with yourself to deal with yourself, deal with where you are, deal with who you are, deal with how you are, express yourself, express your thoughts, your ideas, your creativity, what's making you cry, what's making you angry, and exploring that. When you have those appointments with other people, what you're going to do is you are going to project the power of your transformation onto someone else. You are responsible for your transformation. Nobody else is. Nobody else but you is required to transform, right? The transformation is for you. But you do need other people in terms of the advice that they will give. You need other people in terms of the feedback that they will give. But you now have to be the one who will transform. Romans 12 and 2, I believe, talks about being transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you will know what the will of God is for your life. And I hear people say, women especially, because for some reason we really catch the brunt of this confusion that can happen, right? I hear people say, women say, I don't know what my purpose is. And it's so hard to know what your purpose is when you are seeking everyone else's purpose. And I said this before in a previous video, we were created to be helpers, right? In Genesis, God says, I think it's 126? It is not good that man should be alone. No, it's not 126, is it? When I find it, I'll link it in the description. It is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a suitable helper. And a lot of men and women take that to mean that the woman is at the beck and call of the man's purpose, right? So the woman is there to help him achieve his purpose. That is only a half truth, right? We absolutely are there to help man achieve his purpose. And I say man, meaning your husband, achieve his purpose. But we are also there to achieve the purpose of God. And the purpose of God is achieved through mankind, not just a man, through mankind. So a woman has to take up her role, absolutely has to take up her role as helper of mankind, right? And I think that that is what we miss when we focus on one. And I'm not saying that this now means that you ditch your husband, you ditch your family, and you ditch where you have been planted, right? I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that there is a broader purpose for your life. And neglecting that is also neglecting God. It's also neglecting the God thing inside of you that's bigger than your family, that's bigger than your job, that's bigger than that small space where you have cast yourself, that role that you have cast yourself in, right? Some of you have cast yourself into very small roles and then wonder why you feel bound and wonder why you feel like something is holding you back. It's that cast. It's that cast. Have you ever been typecast? Have you ever seen an actor in 10 different movies, but in every single movie they're playing the same role? A lot of you are doing that, right? And it is time to break free from that cast. It is time to break free from that mold. And here's something that was revealed to me just now when I was journaling, is that when you have a mold, you have to pour whatever you're trying to recast. You have to pour that into that mold. And I was thinking of gold. And when you want to recast gold, well, this is white gold, but gold is a particular shape when it's hardened. When you want to recast it, you have to melt it, right? In order for it to be recast, it has to withstand the melting. That's heat. That takes fire. And what happens to so many women is that they can't withstand the melting. So when they can't withstand the melting, they never get recast, right? And here you are longing to be in a new shape, longing to be in a new form. But you will not facilitate, you will not allow, you will not submit to the melting that needs to take place in order for you to take that new form. In order for you to be recast into that new form, it's a process. And you have to submit to that process so that you can be transformed into something new. Those who need to get it will get it. And I really, for those of you who needed to hear this, I really hope this helps. Blessings on your journey. I'll talk to you soon.